We got a whole playlist going on ancient mysteries, and a lot of these are taking place in Nevada. This is one of the statues at the Hoover Dam. We've done a video on the Hoover Dam and the weird alien mysteries there. The mystery of Devil's Hole in Nevada was one of the most popular ones. All of you loved that video. We did a video about Pyramid Lake and the Stone Mother and that ancient legend. Ancient mysteries of Lake Tahoe, and those are wild. The 10,000-year-old spirit cave mummy east of Fallon, Nevada, the ancient mysteries in that area. But just take a look at the state of Nevada and how much of it is actually blocked off for government testing, military testing, air flight testing, who knows what. Area 51 is just a tiny little area, just like Area 51 of a bunch of areas out at the Nevada test site in this whole area here. And look how much of Nevada it actually takes up, a lot. Okay, so now let's just zoom in on this area here. So where we're gonna be talking about right now is Indian Springs and this valley that goes up north of Indian Springs. And look up north of Indian Springs, if you keep going up there, there's Rachel, Nevada. This whole area is the Nevada testing and training range and the Nevada test site. So clear out here. This is what everybody kind of refers to as Area 51, but Area 51 is actually just right up there. Let me show you. Okay, so this is Indian Springs. It's a little town here, and you can see obviously there's airstrips and runways and military facilities right off the highway to the north. So we zoom back out a little bit. So here's Indian Springs. Look at this canyon that goes up north there. Wait for it, we've got a wild story. So here you've got Indian Springs, and up there you see up at the top of this canyon, if you follow it up, are those two dry lake beds up there at the top. That straight above me is Area 51, and this is Papoose Lake. And this right here, Papoose Lake, and this mountain right here, this is where they allegedly kept or keep a lot of alien craft and UFOs. And it is said that if you go and park on the roads to the east over here, the UFOs actually fly out of the bottom of this mountain and they fly around here and they come up here and they do test flights in the valleys up in this area. So you have Area 51 over here. You can actually drive in from the east, and there's Groom Road up there above me, and you can park and look down over this valley and see all the weird stuff that they test flight over here. And there's movies and books and documentaries about a man named Charles Hall who worked out of Indian Springs as a weather balloon operator, and they used to send him north up this canyon, and he had a bunch of wild stuff happen to him. Now, I don't know if this story is true or not, but Charles claims that when he was first assigned as a weather balloon man up that range, that when he went out there, the people that were assigned to work this job before him were so afraid to do it that they had been faking all the logbooks and not doing anything real. They were afraid to leave the truck, afraid to leave the bunk at night. And so he went out to do his job, and when he started to do that, immediately he was encountered by these tall white entities that were dressed in these strange blue uniforms, and sometimes they looked like tall white aliens, and other times he would have these strange experiences and they could sort of shapeshift and appear almost exactly like humans. And Charles Hall even said that even around Las Vegas and the area, that these tall whites or extraterrestrials that were living up there north of Indian Springs, that they could blend in among normal people and you wouldn't even notice. Multiple times when he went out in the field up that canyon to do his job, he claimed that he encountered a whole family of these entities. There was one that almost acted like a security guard. There was a little child, and there was a very protective mother that was very protective of that little child. Even at night when he was trying to sleep, he would wake up with these weird sensations, and these entities would just be phasing through the wall and walking right up to him in the bunk room like they could just pass through solid matter. He claims that even though he was absolutely terrified every time that this happened, his curiosity was stronger than that, and he always tried to make contact, tried to make sure they had a clear mind, and he felt like that they were telepathic, and he wanted it to be a good, genuine experience. But I don't know, would you have the guts and the courage to go through this without freaking out, or would you just quit like the other soldiers? I believe that Charles Hall is still alive, and you should definitely go check out his documentaries. I don't know if they're true, but they're worth a watch. So before we go, I'm going to share with you guys video footage of what I think could be a UFO, a huge one that came up out of the ground up there in the valley when I was parked on Groom Road looking for UFOs down to the south and the southeast. And I saw this thing. It came up out of the ground. It was like a giant Ferris wheel that came up and was rotating with all these lights that went up and then disappeared. I'll show you the footage here, but I want to know down in the comments, have you seen a UFO? What did it look like? And do you live in Nevada? Because if you do, you've probably seen a whole bunch of wild stuff. Should we just look and see? Oh yeah, see, everybody just puts their trash and stuff in there. With what looks like an extraterrestrial face on it made out of stone. And this is the front of the little alien. So, look out! I mean, there's literally nothing out here except for, I thought I heard something. Guys. Holy smokes. I know that you guys can't see anything right now, but I'm looking south across Groom Road. I pulled off to the side of the road. No joke, I saw 3 dots of light that were like a triangle moving around. Now there's a glowing light. I did see a triangle. There was... Why did my radio just turn on? What is going on? Oh, there it is. There they are. See? What is that? Look at that. They're going up in the sky. This is right in the area where Bob Lazar said that to park and look to the south. What is that? I don't know. I'm going to try to zoom in a little closer, guys. Okay, I just adjusted, zooming in. What is that? Okay, guys, there is definitely something in the sky. I'm watching this thing go up in the sky. It's not on the ground. Oh, I need to cover this light up. Okay, I'm not sure what's happening. I'm going to zoom back out so you can see. Okay, that's single zoom. Okay, now there's just a single light again. What is that? Oh my gosh. Okay, now it's all gone. Ah, what's happening? What was that? Oh, there it is. There. 2 cars coming. Oh my gosh.